Hello and welcome to week 4 of the Crosshair Invitational League. This is our second match this week. We've got Extended Warranty versus Pancake Pioneers. This is, in fact, our last match of the week because Gillishu will be taking a bye. So, my name is Hawklight. I run the stream a lot of the time, so you might have heard me in the background doing things. And I'm joined now by Lichgrave, who has been here, I think, once before.
Yep.
So,
Howdy, folks.
howdy.
How's it going?
So, just to get things going, as a we know these teams, but as a quick brief introduction, for extended warranty, they are currently having uh Weibo. Okay, I probably should be in the actual match so I can see what their in-game names are. I will attempt to list their Discord names, and if this isn't what they're called in-game, then I apologize. I'm not in the lobby. We It's Weibo 6, Yari, L Prince, Iron Spider, Q, and Skybreaker from Extended Warranty. You want to go ahead and introduce the Pancake Pioneers roster, Lich?
I can't see them.
Okay, well, I guess I will then. It is Death God, Bwanzilla, Croc Cakes, Gift of Gab, Grey Wolves, and Nine Blows. So pretty much the same roster we've seen every week, and I believe Extended Warranty is on one of their more consistent groups as well.
It's really interesting. So we saw extended warranty last week, right?
hmm They took the match against Satoris 2 actually in a little bit of an upset, as some people would call it.
It's very interesting. We know Pancake Pioneers. I think that was the last game I casted. I think was Pancake Pioneers versus Skillishu. So really good to see what they've learned throughout the past couple weeks and seeing what they can apply onto extended warranty.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see if the trend of extended warranty continues because they were looking very strong in their last match. So I'm hoping that they will continue to give us a good showing and you know prove some people wrong. I'd like to see them really succeed and continue excelling in this league. I know they had a little bit of a slow start, but this is the premier place for newer teams to get their feet on the ground and really build up a strong roster and a strong team. So I'm glad to see it's working.
Yeah, and I think your mic's just a little tuned down a little bit. You might want to tune it up a bit. But
Oh, okay.
you know, one of the most interesting things I think so far has been the character band picks. So I'm really
Mm.
interested to see what extended warranty is going to pull out against Pancake Pioneers, what Pancake Pioneers is going to pull out against extended warranty. We're just waiting on the map banner right now. Um, I think from observations from the last match and observations from last week's match as well with extended warranty and the previous match with Pancake Pioneers, I think uh, I think Mountain R&D is going to be a really interesting map to see these two teams play on if they decide to pick it.
I do agree. It was I think extended warranty was their first map that they took against Satoris 2 in their last match. So and I know you mentioned the unit bans being very interesting, and I remember one of the things that was talked about is Q's Barb in the last match was incredibly potent. He was getting a lot of value for his team. So I'm very interested to see if Pancake Pioneers responds to that threat and maybe forces him off of his preferred pick.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. I mean, we have it to that point really pick them at all. Um, and we see them banned a little bit less here in the CIL, but who do you think out of those three uncommon maps, like who do you think has a bigger advantage here, extended warranty or Pancake Pioneers?
That is a very good question. Um, I know that when you're specifically looking at a map like, say, Canyon Base, there are a lot of angles in which Dom can get good value, in which, especially like an Ashamar, a Dom, those can be very potent. Having good flankers can be very effective in breaking through a lot of those really hard choke points and taking advantage. Especially when you look at the second point of Canyon Base, flankers can make a huge difference because of just how many angles of attack there are. So I think if it goes to Canyon Base, I would probably lean more towards Pancake Pioneers, mainly because of players like Nine Blows and his Dom, um, as well as I think Buenzilla's Exia could be very solid. I don't remember off the top of my head which of their players does Ashamar. I know Death God plays a fairly good gun tank, which can be helpful for breaking through some of those choke points. So
Yeah, and it
I'm
looks like our picks and bans have gone through. It looks like it's going to be uh, Colony Trading, Mountain R&D, and Harbor City as the decider.
mm,
Attack and defense are going out. It's going to be extended warranty, defense on Colony, and it's going to be Pancake Pioneers on attack. Okay. Mountain R&D doesn't really matter who's attack or defense. I mean, if you have a preference, it's fine. But and let's talk about unit bands now. So the first map was is
Colony.
going to be Colony.
That's gonna be
So
an interesting one.
yeah, it's really. I think last week we saw barb bans coming out a lot. We saw Turnabe being banned on this map as well.
Oh my
Um,
god, the Barb turn A ban on every single map for the last series.
I mean,
I
look, they're scary characters, and to be fair, on Flag 4, yeah, Turne is a very viable ban. So is Barb, actually. So, on Colony, as much as it hurts me, I would love to see an Ashmar ban because, I mean, it is a good character on that map, the same as Z2R. Z2R is an amazing character on that map. So, just, let's see what these teams pull out. But I would very much like to see a little bit of a real meta shift come up. Maybe a Hyperion ban.
and again, as I said, I could very, very well see an something crazy like, maybe I wouldn't say uni, but something like maybe a Dom or a Saws if maybe extended warranty has some comp that they want to lean heavily into. I'd be very interested to see if like the bans like kind of push people away from certain metas because right now we've been in this season long enough. Shield meta is a thing right now,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I've seen it a couple times with like the Saw's Hyperion bans. So I've always been interested by that, and I think it would be, you know, maybe not the most strategic idea, but I would love to see a like a Saw's Hyperion bans and we get a full brawler comp kind of thing. No shields, just full DPS support.
It's really interesting because in that scenario, you have characters like Dom suddenly become extremely powerful again,
Hmm.
where they're actually able to put down a lot of really strong splash damage. Characters like Ashamar actually suddenly start to fall off a little bit because you have a lot of really good long range DPS characters being viable, and it doesn't really impact the game as much as mollying a bubble, for instance.
Or yeah, and I know we've seen it in some tournaments where like Ashamars will specifically target like a Saws and just that Molly going through the shield and continuing to pressure a Saw's HP can be, you know, definitely makes it a lot harder. Oh, there's the barb ban. Yep, I saw it coming. That would be Pancake Pioneers getting that ban. And
You
actually,
know,
wait, Pancake Pioneers is banning Barb? No,
oh,
sorry, it's extend. Wait, hold on a minute. Home team is extended warranty. So yes, it's Pancake
Pancake
Pioneers
Pioneers is
banning
banning
Barb.
Barb.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
very
that
interesting.
makes sense. That's definitely, as I mentioned, that's
Well,
the
don't
counter
tell
to
me it's
Q.
Turn-A. Surely it's
It's
not
the
Turn-A.
Ash.
It's
It's
the
the
Ash. So
Ash.
this is what we were talking about, right? We have the Ashmar ban. Barb's a little interesting, right? Because Barbs are not particularly fond of colony trading. But the Ashmar ban is actually extremely interesting because this is a character, again, that's extremely powerful on this map. You know, first-hand experience. Um,
Been there.
so, oh yeah. So I'm really interested to see what alternates they're going to choose to run instead of Ashamar here. Um, I I'm interested to see what if who are the Barb players actually on these maps.
So it would be Kek Q, and it would be. That's a good question. I don't remember off the top of my head who plays Barb for Pancake Pioneers, and that honestly might be the reason why they banned it.
It's because they don't. I mean,
They
that's
don't. They don't lose much for themselves, and they get to take out Kek Q's main and heavy powerhouse type unit.
well, fair, but as we've seen with Mikazuki the last time Pancake Pioneers fought against the Barb, I mean, the Barb mains have secret new type accounts that they can just pull out for any given purpose. So, we saw Mikazuki pull out the Z2R because he lost both Barb and Exia. So, maybe it's going to be forcing Kekyu into a character that actually would benefit his team. And who knows? Maybe he'll actually just annihilate. So,
That's a very good point.
getting the Barb players off the Barb, not always the best decision.
Yeah, especially at a map like this where they aren't the most valuable. But I'm very curious to see how it shapes up because we'll be taking a look at these team comps as they form up. Already
And
seeing it looks
Z2R.
like.
Yeah,
Yep,
Kekyu has decided Z2R, which again is a strong character on this map,
Your mission
especially
is to
going
destroy
after
both target
uh,
objectives.
the second
The mission
points,
is
the
about to
early
begin.
plant once you take the first area, once the first bomb is removed. And it's just really strong on the secondary points because those really do play a lot like a domination map, which is very interesting.
yeah. It is weird how you have these stages. Like that second point is it's like a harbor choke point, and then it becomes like a domination map almost. It's so weird how it plays, but there's a lot of potential in that for certain suits to be for you do have to design your comps around, those different situations because you might have a suit, like Z2R. Z2R, it's not a great choke breaker. It can run through it with smoke, but that's kind of about it. Whereas it's in the second you're through that choke, Z2R becomes like the #1 threat.
True, but we
So
have seen that be really effective in places like Missile Base, where
that
the
is
Z2R will
also
just move
true.
past, take a couple of people to rotate for him, or peel for him, and then those are just effective picks. So we'll see what happens here. Z2M coming out on the side of, I believe
That would
that
be
extended
that's
warranty.
Pancake
No, it's
Pioneers.
Pancake
That's
Pioneers.
Pancake Pioneers.
Okay,
Yep.
so
On the
running a
left is
Z2M.
Pancake Pioneers. It's already Gab going down, which is unfortunate.
Yes,
But
they also have an Exia. Interesting
that's
choices here.
Buenzilla's main. I would have expected that out of him. So the double melee for Pancake Pioneers. The
Yeah.
Exia does lean into that to a degree.
On the side of extended warranty, I'm seeing Gun Tank, Pale Rider, Sosby. Looks like they also have a Turn-A on the side of Pancake Pioneers. Turn-A's on both sides. Very interesting. Dom coming out.
Dom is getting some really good value there. Oh, Exia's
Armor
underneath.
coming out. Good push. Forcing them back.
Exia
This is
gets the
space.
plant off? Oh my god.
Double repair from Pancake Pioneers.
They might get some value out of this one. Look at those kills racking in
Triple
for
kill.
Pancake
Gun Tank
Pioneers.
work. Wow.
looks like Heku's exposed over here. Gun tank goes down. Gifted Gab's in here with the team. Like, this is looking very strong. Let's see how Extended Warranty tries to retake this. They've got control of that low ground very strong.
Yeah,
And good rotates coming to the top.
One of the important things is that there is a Hades available going down, but they are going to have a Hades.
Dies. The Hades is dead. He's out. He's not going to get back here fast enough. There goes the Dom as well. Extended Warranty is losing people at this stage. They're not going to be able to get a strong retake with those people out. There goes the gun tank, the saws. Yeah, that pick on the Pale was massive. As you mentioned. One of those
things where, you know, sometimes just holding back and not taking unnecessary damage can mean the difference between you taking or losing a point. Very specific, you know. But
there's the gun tank ult being popped. We do have a uni ult, so the uni does
Gab
go
going down. There's a unicorn gone.
That is a kill for the gun tank ult, but it is even, so we'll see. See how this plays out. Plainzilla's getting some damage. Z2M pops his ult. So this actually, Z2M could get some good value here.
Well, this is one of those things where we talk about a lot when we're discussing, you know, on the side about attacking and pushing is momentum, right? So do we pop popping the Z2M ult, does that carry the momentum? Is it worth continuing, right? And this is one of those cases where, yeah, this is just, was there value? There wasn't as much value as, say, a 5-man kill, but the maintaining the momentum was massive. You see the Dom ult coming out now from Extended Warranty, quad kill.
This is definitely a hard momentum shift. Although they did use the Uni ult and the Hyperion ult, it just was not enough to hold on. I mean, on the side of Extended Warranty, they used a single ult for that. They just won the fight.
Yeah, and that's where ult economy starts to matter a lot. So let's see how they defend the waypoint.
Pancilla diving in.
Yeah.
Getting picked.
Skybreacher low. The Pale is low. He still hasn't popped his Hades.
No. I wonder what he's saving it for. There could be good opportunities.
True, but you don't want to hold on to it too long because, I mean, after a certain point, you're just wasting another Hades by not cycling.
There is gun tank ult on the side of Extended Warranty. Gets one pick and a finish.
And that's their Hyperion.
There's the butterfly. Well, that with the Hyperion down, you've got this butterfly coming out. This is
double kill coming out from the butterfly at the very end.
And look, they lost waypoint here.
Yeah, another near full team wipe off of
Extended Warranty. That was 3 ults there between the turn A, the gun tank, and the saw speed.
I mean, it wasn't as efficient as before, but it's still pretty good. But the question is, what can Pancake
Retaking waypoint is arguably worth it, though. This
True,
does
but you
create
also
a lot of time.
True, but you also have to think about the fact that now, and they should know that Pancake Pioneers has the butterfly. There it is. Yep. And
there are the ults. There's 3 pops.
But the turn A gets taken out of the sky by the gun tank. Gifted Gab picking up 2 more. So this is interesting. Now Plant goes out.
Dom gets a pick underneath on Pancilla. If that Dom stays alive, he's going to continue to be a problem. He gets another pick. That Dom is being a very big problem, and he killed himself. Well,
it happens, you know? Happens to the best of us.
There is only 3, maybe 4 people up on the side of Pancake Pioneers here. They do not look like they're going to be able to hold on to this.
Forcing to push onto the Pancilla, getting a kill. Turne getting a kill. He's actually turning out some very interesting ball. No, they're going to hold this. Pancake Pioneers is holding this. The Dom ult comes out.
C2R ult. I mean,
Ken Grey Wolves does not stop the defuse. However,
they do have waypoint still. They do have that Z2R ult. We still have the Hades and a gun tank ult on the side of Extended Warranty. The Z2M spin to win on the side of Pancake Pioneers. There's the gun tank ult. Is it gonna get a pick? Grabs one on the X, yeah. I am
Again.
interested to see the swap to Marasai off turn
Again,
A.
though, that Hades still sitting there, holding it like the last grenade in Call of Duty.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Exactly.
I mean,
Speaking of menacing, D2M getting picked off. That was actually a very bad overextend on the side of Pancake Pioneers, and they're going to lose waypoint for this.
Yeah, I mean, with only 14 seconds left, this is over. I mean, there's no way they unless they have somebody sneaking around in the back. There's no
and
way.
There goes that Hades, just to confirm it.
Yep.
Wow.
And that second choke, as we talked about, like once you got through the first choke to the waypoint, it does become kind of a brawl on the plant sites, and it does look like that kind of brawl type thing did go in the favor of extended warranty. I
Yeah,
wonder
and you
how that's
definitely
gonna
see
play out
you
for
definitely see
Mountain R&D. Okay.
you definitely see a lot of teams trying not to fight in that choke right after the waypoint, trying to get to the second set of points. But I mean, both of these teams were completely okay with fighting there. So really interested to see how the comps are going to change for this next approach. See what's different, see what's new. These damage numbers, extended warranty coming out with quite a decent damage lead on Pancake Pioneers. However,
9 Blows taking that top spot.
I think that Pancake Pioneers can switch up their comp a little bit, and I think they might actually be able to do a little bit better on defense.
We'll see. Looks like the comp is the exact same? No, they dropped the Axia for a gun tank. But that looks like the only change on the side of extended warranty. They are no longer running the Z2R, which is an interesting choice, but having that Hyperion is very good for getting plants off, covering diffuses, creating space for pushes.
It seems that they wanted to experiment a little bit, but yeah, these things happen. I'm really interested to see what the lack of a Pale Rider is going to do for Pancake Pioneers.
I mean, it will rely on the attack strategy for extended warranty, how they're gonna adapt to this defense. Because as it looks like a lot of Pancake Pioneers is over on the waypoint side.
This is something that we really don't want to do a lot in the higher level leagues. Is we don't want to overextend over to the waypoint, but maybe at these lower, maybe here in the CIL, maybe that's a better option. Usually having 2, 3, 4 people on the waypoint can be really dangerous because of the momentum shift that can happen there, especially when you have all 6 of the enemies sitting there. You don't want to get picked off. So.
And looks like Pancake Pioneers have taken a lot of damage in that kind of mid-game battle. Is anybody going to cover that plant? They do cover the plant, but they are losing a lot of people for it. Gifted Gabs alone on the top. Goes down. It looks like just Crockcake's left alive. Probably just gonna try and live here and regroup with the team.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting moment because what was it? Extended warranty really failed the retake. What do you think that Pancake Pioneers can do better on this retake?
I think that if they use bubble correctly and are able to win the neutral, which they currently are, they can definitely stack up and make a decent play. Bubble coming out from Pancake Pioneers. They're going up the right side. This is actually going to be huge. One pick coming in from Death God, going after the gun tank. A huge pick.
There's that bubble again, pushing forward.
Defensive bubble coming out, but the gun tank pushing out. This is actually a really good retake.
This is a beautiful retake. You've got the Pale still alive in the back, though. That Pale is living at 1 HP. The gun tank comes in. Are they going to be able to continue denying this? Nope.
The Pale is gone. Gun tank. So this is now when extended warranty has to start thinking about regrouping, right? Stopping the stagger and making sure that they have enough for a good push. Pancake Pioneers needs to start thinking, okay, what do they have for ults? What do we have for ults? What can we start cycling? And there's the Uni ult out of extended warranty, yeah.
Gun tank ult does get 1 pick. Let's see that.
Getting taken out
Poinzilla goes down off on the side. That's not great. Give the gap popping Uni ults. There's another gun tank ult coming out.
Res on the Pancake Pioneers gun tank, though. It seems like
Uni is getting a lot of value on that ult.
yeah, extended warranty did lose the neutral there, and there goes Death God getting the Pale Rider.
Is just Ket Q on the Hyperion left. Just trying to straggle back. 9 blows here on Waypoint. Might have been a little ballsy to try. Especially now that they recapture it.
And that leaves Gift of Gab the only one on height on A. But she does have backup. Everybody else seems to understand, okay, maybe this is not a good idea. Maybe we back off. Maybe we reset. We're going to be down. They're going to be fully respawned. Maybe
they do have two ults on both sides. We have a Pale and a Turn A on the side of Extended Warranty, and a Dom and a Turn A on the side of... Well, there's one Butterfly. That is one pick, two. Second Butterfly goes out, but gets shut down.
A little too late there.
Is 9 Blows gonna pop the Dom ult here? 9 Blows goes down. There goes the last ult. Death God's holding the zone up top, but yeah, that second Turn A ult on the side of Pancake Pioneers was too late to kind of neutralize Extended Warranties.
Yeah, but they still have that Dom ult, and Dom ult is a massive momentum shift. So let's see what they can do with this. I mean, there's 40 seconds left on the timer. You know, when people look at the top clock, they see 20 seconds. Pancake Pioneers pushing up to height. Can't that Dom ult? There's the Dom ult. There's a positive ult as counter. It's not going to be enough though.
There is a Hades in play. Waiting to see if it'll
Gad
get
going
popped.
for the defuse. Gun tank body blocking.
Oh my
Gets
God,
it off.
Gad gets it. What a play!
There's a Hades coming out from extended warranty, going to get.
Oh my
no
God! Gift of Gab going with the ballsy early defuse in the middle of that fight.
I mean, that was all the gun tank there. That body block was beautiful, right? So well played to Pancake Pioneers. That was an amazing clutch defuse. Let's go, Gab.
That fight did not look like it was going to go in their favor with the Hades coming out. I think Hyperion on the side of Extended Warranty had also just gotten his ult. That could have shifted really quickly. So, I mean, that is incredibly impressive to get that diffuse off, get that body block. It kept the, I guess, the worst from happening.
Well, one of the things we have to remember, right, is that yeah, A height is critical for holding both A and B on the first point. However, if you can cause enough chaos on A, B, you have to drop for it, or they're just going to get the defuse like they did. Holding that height alone is not enough. You also have to maintain pressure and control. The moment you lose that is the moment that even if you have height, a majority position on height, you're still not going to be able to respond fast enough. Sometimes you just got to rotate off. So this was one of those situations where enough chaos was caused up on A point that B point was basically just left alone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was, you know, all I can say is being the person who goes for that diffuse must have been incredibly tense. Because you know, if you get picked, you're out of the fight. And it does really, like, I know you talked about like creating a distraction on A site and seeing how that can kind of open an opportunity to get a diffuse on B. But when you do go for that diffuse, you are saying, I am out of this fight.
And if there's a character to do it, though, the unicorn popping their armor and then dropping is probably one of the better picks to choose for that. Because
it definitely was.
Its ability is used, it's done its job, and now it can sit there and diffuse, and it has the armor and health to tank shots from anybody trying to do anything. The gun tank, as well, being there to body block, is just another health pool to back up, especially characters like Exia or Z2R that are going to try and stop the defuse, fast characters. So, I mean, it's a really good combo to put down there.
Yeah, I do agree. That was, whether it was, luck, but I'd really hope to believe that strategy because that was incredibly well played. And that's the kind of thing that you really do have to think about when you're talking about your team strategies and your team comms. Like, okay, in the situation that we are retaking a site, who is going for the defuse? And I know for the teams that I've played on in the various tournaments, we've kind of always had like 3 different suits who are like, these 3 suits, if you see the opportunity, go for that diffuse. The other 3, their job is to create space. And I think they did a really good job of having that group create space to create an opportunity for the defuse without, risking or without losing too much of their overall DPS and potential and ability to hold their own in a fight.
Even if it was luck, though, I have a strong feeling that Pancake Pioneers is going to look at that and say, "Oh, that worked. That's good. I like that a lot. Let's do that again." And I have a
Mm,
feeling it's not going to be luck from here on out.
nope. And I can tell you from the side of extended warranty, they're going to be looking at that and thinking, what went wrong? What exactly happened there? Were they caught off guard by that diffuse? Did nobody call it out? We don't get to hear the comms, but
What did
I've
they
seen it in
overextend? Did they put too much emphasis on the Dom ult?
perhaps.
A lot of times people look at a Dom ult and go, "Oh my god, that's terrifying. I need to deal with this." But remember, the Dom ult, he can't fight back. He can just run at you, and you can run circles around him, and he really won't be able to do much. So, sometimes maybe ignoring the Dom and focusing on the people who are behind him, a lot of the times is the better play.
Mm-hmm.
So, waiting on these 2 character picks. First pick coming out from extended warranty. See what it's going to be. Looks like Z2M.
Z2M. I wonder if they're going to lean into shields then, because banning Z2M, that is one of the better, Saws, Hyperion, GM counters in the game. So, do they have a plan in mind for that?
And what is Pancake Pioneers going to do other than, go for Barb again? Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for Varv again. Tech
So this is
Q is too
interesting.
much of a threat.
I mean, but this is interesting, right? We have 2 characters who are extremely good at taking out shields who are banned. So what are the comps going to be, especially considering that? I have a feeling Ashamar has suddenly become a lot more valuable now because he's a character that can very easily assist the team in winning neutral. Jim is another character that can hold its own against Sazabi, against Hyperion, and has a Molly again to assist with that neutral. So let's see what these picks. Let's see what these team picks are going to be.
The healing on GM is also something that not a lot of people talk about, but that burst of healing, it's what is it? It's like 400 HP. You
Yeah,
can get healed within 2 to 3 seconds. It's a very quick way of saying, hey, this fight just started. Maybe they threw like a Molotov on us. If that GM times his repair grenade well to an enemy Ashamar molly, he can pretty much negate most of it, which is
yeah.
incredibly useful in a situation like R&D when you're trying to push high ground on A or C.
And not to get too micro, but the Hyperion bubble can also assist in that
This is a
because
domination
one of the
mission.
downsides of the gym heal nade is that if you get shot, it's over. So, you get the molly from the Ashamar, you pop your bubble, you throw the heal nade down, all of a sudden you're looking healthy again. So,
And if you have a uni, I know Pancake Pioneers has Gift of Gab and her unicorn, which is we saw it in the last match, it was very effective. So this map it does lean decently well into Unicorn. Unicorn's ult is very good at cleaning the high ground. It's
yeah, it
also
is.
very good
And
at
they're the picks. We see them out. Ashamar coming out on the side of Pancake Pioneers, and it looks like I saw a gym. I saw a gym on extended worth.
uh
There it is.
uh
They're thinking about it. So,
they
you know,
are.
these picks, but it looks like the Ashamar is going to be the focus here, which makes complete sense.
Your goal
It's
is to
R&D.
capture the target when
It's
it hits.
R&D. It's
This
The
is
mission is about to
probably
begin.
the
we have our
best
nest.
map.
We roost right here at the top of the mountain. It's right there. That's where it all. So this is where Ashamar's come to roost. So this is home. It
Yep.
makes sense. Okay, so extended warranty is going to drop the Ashamar for the Turret.
Yep. They are running the Exia, which is an interesting. I guess they wanted a melee in there.
I
We
mean,
have
we've seen with our match against Gugang, Exia works, So, especially on this map. So, I'm really interested to see. It looks like Pancake Pioneers is going to get the opening control onto B
Weevu
point.
goes down first. does get revived though. This is still an even fight. There goes Grey Wolves. He is fully out of that fight. It's now a 5v6. Let's see how this goes. Pointzilla and Gift of Gab playing very well. Oh my god. That left flank over on the orange side just completely collapses.
And this is what we were talking about with the neutral, right? Again, Pancake Pioneers having the ability to use Gab, having the ability of Unicorn, allows them to have a little bit more sustain, a little bit larger health pools, lets them win that neutral, which really did lead to a really strong snowball here. So, Extended Warranty coming in for another approach. They're going for a split push.
Yep, they're pushing that bottom.
Keku getting taken out by the Turn-A.
Skybreaker goes down as well, maybe overextending on the Axia.
Extended Warranty again, starting to lose this neutral, but Death God and Grey Wolves are low. They are absolutely
They lose the point! They C9'd it! That is not good on the side. I mean, again, 31% is more than we'd like.
You know, true, but last 16 seconds, I think it's okay. As long as you start rotating towards the next objective to get that early presence in, I think you're fine. And it looks like that's exactly what Pancake Pioneers has done. They're sitting there, they're waiting. Ash Molly goes out, does a lot of damage on the height. Looks like they're going to be able to win the neutral again.
Yep, I see Skybreaker coming from opposite high ground, trying, but a little too late, as a lot of Extended Warranty is already dead. That early high ground advantage really does play a massive role in whether you get the first cap on A or C.
And I think we can safely say that this is a different Pancake Pioneers from what we saw against Skill Issue.
No, I firmly agree. They're playing incredibly tight together. They're using their abilities very well.
Extended Warranty going for a stack. It looks like they're going to try and take high control.
Popping that Uni ult, taking advantage of the damage done by 9 blows on the Dom.
And it looks like Gun Tank and the Exi are going to be the ones to hold point. They drop for low. The Ashamar up high, holding that cross. You know, that's actually one of those things that I see a lot of. A lot of the times you see the Ashamar on opposite height. Sometimes the Ashamar can just play behind the team, you know?
I do see Crockcakes holding back, firing, but now that they've lost high ground, how much time are they going to try and get on the... There's nobody on point. They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
They just left. That rotation
last 16 seconds. However, they did lose height, and it's just as easy as jumping from one opposite to the other. So, you know, maybe Pancake Pioneers wanted to hold that height and jump over instead of doing a full rotation through their spawn. But, you know,
things like this happen. Don't see a good group up yet from Pancake Pioneers, so I'm wondering how they're going to try and retake this. There's a lot of people coming up from the bottom on A.
Transham's coming out from Exia.
Ash Punch goes out. There's a
Gab goes down,
going
so
out
that's
as well.
for Unicorn gone. Gun
Is there going to be any counter ults from Extended Warranty?
It looks like they're not going to be popping anything. It looks like
ult? Oh
the Dom goes down.
That's a lot of ults from... I mean, if you look at the ult economy now, that is every single ult but the turn A popped from Pancake Pioneers. They want this point. But that does mean, when you look at Extended Warranty, they are sitting on 5 ults right now.
I mean, this really comes down to Grey Wolves and that turn A ult. He's going to have to time that thing perfectly here. Gab's also going to have her ult available. There's the Dom ult. There goes the turn A from Grey Wolves.
He's getting beamed by that pale, but he does get value.
It's not going to be enough, though.
Sawz comes in. Grey Wolves is out of the fight. Yeah, that is a clean retake. As much as the turn A did get value, it did get a pick, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, this is
so now we, and most importantly, the turn A ult is still up for Extended Warranty.
It is, but the Unicorn ult is up for Pancake Pioneers, and that is a strong hard counter to...
There's the Uni.
There's the Uni ult, and the turn A gets taken out!
Turn A's out!
He can't use his ult anymore. The Gun Tank is the only one available to actually throw out his ult right now, and he does so.
He pops it.
He does get a pick on Bunzilla, but is this going to be enough to take the point? It looks like Pancake Pioneers is going to lose this.
Yeah, they do. This is still a fight in the control of Extended Warranty.
But this is anybody's game. Remember, it's only 50%. Yeah, we're in extra time, but there's a full 50%.
There is
between.
time to get more ults. I would say
Yeah,
on the side
absolutely.
of Pancake Pioneers, I'd be looking for that Ashe ult as fast as you can. That is your best counter to that still looming threat of Eternate. Oh, there it is. Immediately shot down. Look at that counter.
That's a huge counter. The Ashe is still up, still able to do work. They could retake this. Pancake Pioneers has gotten up the point.
They bought time. That time they still have maybe. Oh, that Ashe punch might not have been worthwhile, but
that's okay. The gun tank ult is still available. It looks like there's a little bit of a stagger happening right now. Maybe a little bit of panic coming out on the side of Pancake Pioneers, but they can really focus in. That Trans M is going to be available, but Zilla's going to play popping it right now. The Sazabi is one.
Let's see if Blangzilla can get some damage done with that
comes out from
XO.
Pancake Pioneers. It's even right now.
There's the Hades from Urella, but very low.
But he's one.
He gets his health pack down, though. Nobody manages to pick him. Weevo popping that Screaming Nimbus. Another Screaming Nimbus goes out. That's a gun tank ult. Oh my god, this is some chaos right here. Gun tank ult goes in, tries to pick the other gun tank.
But see, this is a critical point now too, because gun tank on the side of extended warranty is gone, and that was the person who was closest to their ultimate. So now it's just an all-out brawl. The Sazabi gets taken out, the Dom gets taken out. These are two massive health pools that are gone.
Four kills in a row. Urella is 1 HP trying to live on point.
I think that's gonna be it.
That's it. Wow.
What an amazing recovery.
That was a very impressive recovery on the side of brain forgetting Pancake Pioneers. Like
as
much as they didn't get the early advantage, they really managed to brawl very well through that overtime. Maybe, you know, I still look at that Ashe punch and I think maybe they could have won it a little cleaner with a good Ashe punch, but in the end they made it work, and you know, I gotta hand it to them. Pancake Pioneers played that very well.
Yeah, it looks like the two people at the top of the leaderboards for you is Gift of Gab and Yariel.
Yep, that interesting. The unicorn doing almost as much damage as a Pale. That is not something you typically see, but you know what? It is Gift of Gab. She is a queen, so
you know, we like to talk about unicorn as the secret secondary Pale sometimes. You know, lots of healing, lots of damage. It's there. It's just Hades and the skill shot. I forget the name of
the funnels.
Funnels, yeah. You know, that's what it really comes down to. So A point height is going to be critical here.
There is no Ashe on the side of extended warranty.
Still,
this is gonna be an interesting push. That Hyperion bubble did not buy them as much space as I think they hoped. They're getting pushed back off high ground because of it.
What we saw there is Bunzel. Oh, what an amazing! Oh my God, the molly!
Holy crock cake! That is impressive right there. Getting 4 picks with a single molly.
Okay, bud. All right, calm down. It's only the Crosshair League. There's no money involved, man. Just saying. Relax.
I mean, I don't know, Lich. He might be better than you, and he gets another kill with the molly.
I don't know about that, but another molly does come out. Does get immediately rezzed though. So
maybe it was now swapped onto the Ashamar. Maybe they realized they needed it.
True. Pancake Pioneers is losing the neutral. Looks like they are going to go down here. Maybe they can sustain the point long enough. 30 seconds left. Still plenty of time for extended warranty to gain control and gain some good percent.
Gab is the only one on point though right now. Just living as long as possible. Crockcakes get on point for a little. This is actually going to be.
You know, Gab actually did take out that gun tank, so this is actually really interesting now.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, a 12% out for extended warranty, but again, last 16 seconds, right? Now Pancake Pioneers is looking to take control of C height. Looks like that neutral is going out, but Zilla getting taken out. So is 9 Below, so is Death God. It looks like it's going to be a extended warranty control on C point. So this is actually
jumped across that high ground, and they got it very quickly.
You know, but they did this before. Yeah, they did this in the last round, and it worked out really well. It looks like their coordination from jumping from C to A is actually really on point. So let's see. Croc is getting immediately beamed out of the sky. This is a huge advantage for extended warranty right now. Let's see if Pancake Pioneers can maybe fix the stagger and make a decent push out of this. Again,
there's 3 people in the back.
So we have Hades available on the side of Extended Warranty. We have Punch. We're going to have the Gun Tank ult. We're going to have Bonzilla's Exia available. We're going to have Gab's Funnels available. So, and we also have Punch available as well, I believe, from Pancake Pioneers. So let's see what they can use here.
There is a lot of bolts on the table right now. There goes Bonzilla popping that Exia.
I mean, again, 30 seconds to secure it. They do get point as long as they can hold this.
They lose it, but I guess the question is now is how much can they force Extended Warranty to burn on this point? They can force out another couple ults. It will lead very well into the next point.
Yeah. It looks like Extended Warranty is going to have his ult available. It looks like Gabs is still available. Punch is still available.
They've got Death God's Screaming Nimbus coming up very soon. It's very effective ult on B point.
Which I don't know if you've noticed.
There's Death God.
Extended Warranty doesn't have a counter dom for this.
No, they don't.
So, and they are losing the neutral, but it is a 4v5
right now. Hyperion ult comes out on the side of Pancake.
Pancake's getting a double kill. Is it going to be enough, though? It's not.
Maybe. That gun tank comes in and cleans up a couple more kills. Death God gets a pick on the turn A. The number respawns. The respawns do get.
Point control.
There's the Hades and the Sawzult. Butterfly goes up for Grey Wolves. Can he get a good Butterfly yet?
I think that this is just a little bit too out of position for him to do that. However, you did bait a solo Hades, so I don't know. I feel like that's kind of it's a little iffy on both sides right now. The loss of the Hades is really bad, but also the loss of a Turnail is just as bad. However, Pancake Pioneers just walk out with point
pushing in here, fairly strong. Nobody's on point.
But again, Pancake Pioneers seems to have lost the neutral in a strong burst. Wavo getting a double pick.
Good Ash punch from Wavo.
But again,
it looks like the rotates.
It's coming in too late. Again, that's 16 seconds. Pancake Pioneers is completely okay with giving this up if it means, and again, here they are having that point control. But
Crosshair's going down. Nine Blows can't get the res. There's a lot of people on the underground. But Extended Warranty has that high ground.
Bonzilla going in for the stun, but there's nobody to back him up. And that Turnail is available.
That Turnail looming is a massive threat. Again, will they be able to shut it down like they did last time? That was incredibly well coordinated, so.
True, but one of the big dangers here is the fact that Extended Warranty still has their turn A. So let's see what we'll be able to do here.
Gun Tank Gold comes out for Extended Warranty.
Trans Am is still available for Pancake Pioneers, however.
They do have Gav's
Funnels, yeah, turn A funnels. Soon, yeah.
They have the turn A ult coming up soon.
Being forced off of height, Pancake Pioneers has height control. It looks like they're winning neutral. It looks like they're gonna be able to get it.
Skybreaker gets isolated on point and picked.
This is really dangerous because they didn't use any ults to take this.
No.
It was a complete dry take, and it looks like Bonzilla is actually going to be able to walk away with that. So
this is very much in the favor of Pancake Pioneers because they are getting a lot of ult charge.
And this is the last point too, so this is actually extremely dangerous for Extended Warranty. They're going to have to really be careful about that Butterfly. But can he get picked? They're popping everything for this.
That is a much more effective turn A ult this time around, especially paired with that Ash Punch. I mean, 9 Blows is the last one alive. Hades comes out. Yeah, that's over.
Yeah, that's going to be securing it. Go to round 3.
Target final round. Start.
This is really interesting, right? We're seeing these teams change up their comps a little bit, doing minor tweaks. You know, that Ashamar on the side of Extended Warranty really did make a large difference. I want to see if Pancake Pioneers actually pulls out the Pale Rider, because this could actually be massive. That Dom was extremely effective for them and can do a lot of work, but it seems like the sustain of that Hades is just so powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out because they very much adjusted their strategy with the turn A.
And 9 Blows picks the Pale Rider, of course. Yeah, so it looks like this is actually going to be really interesting because now we have very similar comps playing against each other, and it seems like the Sazabi is actually not the Sazabi Hyperion doesn't seem to be doing as much as we thought they would be.
No, and there is a 9 blow goes to Saws actually. Instead of the Pale. I'm interested to see how that works out.
Maybe they felt like they needed a little bit more
Uni
sustain.
armor coming out.
That Seaside is an extremely important part to take. A triple
that
kill
is-
coming out early on. That's going to be point control.
Absolutely. You cannot lose 3 people that quickly. I
There's
mean,
a massive amount of momentum coming out from Pancake Pioneers.
that last kill
Godzilla
on
switched to the
Weevu-
gun tank.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. They dropped the exit. This is neither team is playing a comp that they started out with.
So this is something actually really terrifying on the side of Pancake Pioneers because you have 3 characters, Dom, Sazabi, and Gun Tank, who have extremely big health pools, right?
Iron Spider just getting wiped out.
And
Getting stunned by the axe.
the only characters that you have on the side of Pancake Pioneers that don't have a lot of health are sustained characters or Ashamar who can just leave whenever he wants. So
Yeah,
this is actually an extremely
very
terrifying comp.
It's a very tanky team, especially with that unicorn. That unicorn
Yeah.
throws an extra, 300 HP onto everyone.
And you already have, and when we talk about the health pool trade, right, team for team, Pancake Pioneers clearly knows that they can win the neutral. So when you're ahead, get further ahead. Take that health pool advantage and make it even bigger, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
Yep, they are fighting very well on this point. They don't have haven't seen a quick rotate yet, so looks like Extended Warranty is going to have the better rotate, it looks like. They do have high ground control. Yeah, Extended Warranty has done a phenomenal job throughout this series with their rotates. They really have.
Does it matter, though? Again, if Pancake Pioneers can just win the neutral, they are getting really
Weevu
low.
gets killed out of his Ash Punch. That is massive loss for Extended Warranty.
I mean, look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. That Ash Punch is a lie. It does not block shots from the front. Bandai, please, either fix that or remove the wording, please. It's not real. It's a lie.
This early control from Pancake Pioneers, they are not playing anyone on high ground. They're focused on point.
Godzilla getting low. Dom ult coming out. This is a
Hades
massive
goes up
Dom
on
ult.
high ground, but he just gets bonked around by the Gong.
Goes down too. Gun tank ult
Gun
coming out
tank
from
ult
the
coming
side
in, might
of-
get a good 9 blows goes down.
9 blows goes down.
But Gifted Gav is full health on point. They have 3 people fully healthy on point. For
This is a
Pancake
pretty.
Pioneers.
This is pretty even trading. However, Pancake
Oh,
Pioneers
there's
still
the
has point
Hyperion ult
control.
to finish it.
True, but
Unless they-
again, Pancake Pioneers kept point control to the last 15 seconds. I think they're okay with this. If they want to transfer over to B right now, which it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do, it looks like this is going to be fine. And it looks like Extended Warranty is going to be the one that has the early rotation.
Early B control. Again, but they're losing this neutral. Gun tank goes down. That's 2 picks for the side of Pancake Pioneers.
This is massive, right? This neutral control is exactly what we're talking about, right? When you talk about a Turn A and a Hyperion being half health versus a Saz and a Dom being half health, that's not exactly the same. That doesn't have the same gravitas as it would,
No.
a Pale Rider. So
Early point control again going to Pancake Pioneers despite the early rotate from Extended Warranty.
nobody seems to be touching the point here. Actually, Pancake
Saz
Pioneers
ult
playing
comes out.
extremely well. You don't want to be on the point. You want to be around the point. Triple kill coming out. That's Sawzall doing massive amounts of work.
And they're holding on to this point almost to the end. I mean, they cut it almost to that 100 mark.
Very close.
I wonder if they're gonna give this up and just focus on the last point and play and not waste any ults or anything on this last. I mean, look at that. Pancake Pioneers has 5 ults.
And it looks like they're not really willing to. Looks like they're going in
That's
for
2
a
ults
blow
coming
side.
out. They get Ash punched, it looks like, but they're burning the ults.
There
for
goes the
this.
Turn A. There goes the Ash Punch. No, they want this. They want to
They want
close
it.
this out now. They don't want to wait
There
for the
goes
second.
the Turn A
There's
on
no
the side
waiting
of
for the
Elf
second
Rice.
point.
Yeah, this is it. It's overtime now.
The Turn A ult coming out from Extended Warranty. They'll get the double pick.
Price is still on points, but the
that
numbers
neutral,
are far
those
in the
health
favor of
pools.
Pancake.
This is what we talked about, those health pools, that neutral coming out on top. The Sazabi, ooh, and a massive ult
Hades
from
comes
the
out, but
Turn
double pops in
ult
his
coming in to
face and
secure
just,
this. Yep.
he's gone. Skybreaker gets immediately shut down. I mean, this is just a trickle. Unless they can get an ult to try and regroup off of, but there's nothing on the side of Extended Warranty for them to play around here.
It looks like they're still trickling onto point. The Sazabi's on there. If he can stay long enough for the rest of the team to regroup, this actually
just pure brawl.
Yeah, this is.
The
Wait a
first
minute.
ult that's
Hold
gonna
on.
come up.
That's going to be a wipe for Extended Warranty. This is going to be their point control. See, so this is one of those. This is one of those dangerous things. You and I both understand that, especially at the highest levels of play. Yeah, maybe you do want that point to switch to the next one so you can guarantee point control, right? This is one of the dangerous things where, if you go in and try to get that last 5%, you could potentially lose point here, and that's exactly what happened.
Pay close attention to the first ults that come up. We have an Ash Punch for Pancake Pioneers, and a Hyperion ult for Extended War Team, but the Hyperion's dead.
The Ash Punch is also gone,
down. There are no ults on the field right now. It's just a pure brawl.
Death God picking up 2, Gab picking up a 3rd. It looks like they are still winning the neutral. It's a 3v2.
Hail goes down, here comes the Hyperion. He can stall a good amount of time.
Hyperion is going to have ult for this. Ugh, but a late
anybody else there?
It looks like that's going to be it.
Wow, that last overtime on, what was that, 2 rounds in a row? We had really great overtime fights?
Yeah. I think... Is this even?
No, that's it.
That's Pancake Pioneers.
That is
Let's go.
That is incredible. Like, I mean, I am incredibly proud of how Pancake Pioneers played here. They did so well. You know, I went into this thinking, you know, if KetQ gets the Barb, if they get a chance, like, they might have the advantage going into Domination map. But that Barb ban just, I mean, you know, I'm sure any person who mains a suit will tell you, when you have your main banned, it does nerf you. And
yeah.
I wonder if that was the big difference. Not being able to have KetQ running that Barb might have just thrown Extended Warranty too far out of their comfort zone. And I don't think that Pancake Pioneers was affected by the bans nearly as much.
Yeah, I generally agree with that, and it seems that... But, you know, along with KetQ getting nerfed a little bit by the ban, at the same time, Pancake Pioneers has clearly progressed as a team. I mean, it is night and day from 2 weeks ago to now. It doesn't even feel like the same team. So, I mean, good job, both sides. This was amazing. I mean, these were, yeah, we had Pancake Pioneers come out on top on both matches, but this was so close each time that I wouldn't call this a sweep. I would call this a very well fought win.
No, it was an
So,
incredibly well played match by both sides. And Extended Warranty, I mean, I see this. You see those small things that they're doing, those early rotations, the way they're playing around each other. You know, they have a lot of things that they've clearly focused on and perfected. So it's really just about, making more of it roll in their favor. Maybe maybe that's something they have to consider going into these last few matches is, what happens when our Barb gets banned? What kind of strategy do we need to develop? Or maybe they can think about, what did Pancake Pioneers do? Like, I know, I don't know if your team did this, but for way back when Gen L was first starting, our team would literally write down the enemy team comps of every team we played against in tournaments and figure out, like, okay, what worked and what didn't.
I joined my team relatively recently, so I can't speak for that. I can speak for Burnsiders. We definitely looked a lot. Nocturnal Dragons, we definitely tried to take notes. But I say this, I said this last time I casted, and I'm gonna say it again today. Yeah, you didn't come out with the victory in game, but if you learn something, it's not really a loss now, is it? So I'm hoping that extended warranty can take these losses, look at them and say, okay, what did we do wrong? What can we do better? What do we need to improve on? And at that point, is it really a loss if they're able to take that, go into the next match and win? So, you know, I think both teams have a lot of food to munch on. They have a lot of things to think about, and it's just always fun to see close matches like this.
Yeah, I'm really happy to, you know, I've seen a lot of these matches being on the side of the official. So I've seen a lot of these matches play out, and this was definitely one of the better ones. And every week, one of the main goals that we have with this league is having teams be able to progress week to week, and they've done a very, very impressive job. So I again, I really want to say, like, congratulations to Pancake Pioneers for the win. But both Pancake Pioneers and Extended Warranty and every single team in this league have improved so much. And as we go into this final week coming up with the week 5 matches and who ends up in our top 4 for what's going to be our short playoff series towards the end, I'm really excited to see, the contrast between those week 1 matches and the week 5 and playoff matches, where how much growth people have seen. Uh, do you want to do an interview, Lich? We haven't really done interviews before, at least not when I'm
Yeah, I
around.
mean, I don't have any questions lined up, but I'm sure I can think of something.
Uh, I would say let's save the interviews for the playoff
For the
series.
playoffs? I like this idea.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that way sorry, this is me and my official brain. We'll have those interviews. And by the way, Michael, what are your thoughts about maybe, a staff versus the top team? So, perhaps there are things in the work for teams to look forward to in the playoffs. But either way, um, thank you everybody who joined us and decided to, stick around and watch and support these teams as they play. I'm incredibly impressed by everybody here. I hope you guys were too, and it was a good show. I definitely enjoyed it. I hope Lichgrave did too.
Absolutely.
So, um, have a good night, y'all. I will probably be sitting in the back for the next match that comes around, but just know that I will be around always, and I hope that we'll have Lichgrave back around casting here soon.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
And of course, thank you to St. Michael for running the stream this time, so I don't have to cast and run the stream at the same time. Oh god, I don't even want to think about that. But anyway, have a good night, everyone. And that's all from us in the Crosshair Invitational League.